Hi, Anu.
Hi. Right. So 4 days to go.
I know I'm so excited. So excited. Can't tell you how much.
And can't believe it either.
That
Uh,
is true. That is so true. It was a dream for such a long time and it's coming and turning into a reality.
Soham came about very impulsively. I was forwarded a text message about an online dance festival and the usual Indian classical dance and all of that, and then age range 18 to 25. And I think we have spoken about this so much, and we've thought about it so much, and questioned it so many times, and reached out to so many people that when one more festival fell, I think my impulse was just to ring you and say, right, we're doing this, and the age range is 30 and over. So it was so impulsive. Uh,
The
just feeling.
idea of a virtual festival came to me last March, when we all went into lockdown and the first waves of the first festival started. I thought I should, but you guys were the frontline medics. And I had to stop myself telling, no, they are absolutely inundated. They've got too much to do. And it is so wrong for me to pick up the phone and ask you about, okay, shall we have an online festival? I thought that was really, really not right to do. Um, the point was, I think, from my perspective, Soham, the dream was for us as a second chance to present something and it turned out into something completely different where we provide a platform for somebody else conceived or agreed in a space of 20 seconds from the point I had to do a roundabout turn when you said, Gayatri, shall we do it? And I was like, yes, Anu, I've been waiting for this for the past 6 months, but it wasn't for me. Yeah, I needed the push.
It's true. It's true. I think that's because, Gayatri, we've spent so long thinking about second chance that Soham happened very naturally. It could be anything. The thing is, we knew our intent, but that was only because we had spent so much time thinking about what second chance would be. As a platform, it very organically developed over how long has it been? 3 years
Hmm.
uh, that we first thought about it. 2017, post Arangetram is when I thought about it. 2018, yeah, in 3 months we had our first group.
Mm.
So and we put up something for Asian Spring, and that was the beginning of Second Chance. But yeah, but the day I finished my Arangetram, I still remember on the morning of the Arangetram, I told Pradeep, just stop me. The next time I'm doing anything like this, stop me. And in the evening after the Arangetram, I said, oh my God, I want to do this again and again, right? So, and 3 months down, we put a piece together and we presented Second Chance as Asian Spring, and who knew? And
And second chance is fine. You can take it and grab it, and it's your chance. I think to get to that point itself took me a while to get there. Initially, a little bit skeptical, but then I thought, why not? She's lending a hand. Why don't you hold on to it? And I think that was the thought. That was it.
I think Second Chance was born out of an intent to give something back. I hadn't danced as a child. I always was interested in dancing. To me, it was all Bollywood dancing in college and things like that. But I would always look at a classical dancer and I think, I wish. And this I wish was also how it converted into actually training in Bharatanatyam was also an impulsive one. Let's do something else. Let's try something else. I could have taken up a cookery course, but I called up Chitraka. We'll see how it goes for 6 months. But I think what changed 7 years later was unknowingly it had become a part of me. It had a very strong influence on me, dance, the dance teacher, everybody. And it came from a thought of wanting to give something back. It came from me wanting to contribute in some way. Use any platform that was available to encourage people to get into this. And by then, Chitraka's school itself had a lot of adult students as well. I had also attended a dance school, and there I saw a mixture of levels and abilities and people returning after a long time. So I thought, surely these people need a second chance. So I do things, I think about it, and if it makes sense to my head and heart, I do it. So second chance has always been a part of me, not just in dancing. I've changed careers after I started dancing. I've changed careers for a second time. So
every step was very cautious. I think at the point I was enjoying dance, and I thought, okay, fine, let me take it up. And then when she suggested ISTD, I was like, do I take that? There was a step of caution every single way. And up until the point of Arangetram, I don't think I broke free of the shackles. And I think that's when the transformation happens. Once you're done with it, you want it, and then you know that is the right thing to do.
it's been really interesting to see your evolution in this. We did grade 6 together. And I always saw that 100%, or actually 200%. You were quite intense when it came to dancing. I didn't know you otherwise and outside of dance. And to be honest, looking back, I didn't think we would come this far, right? Because I think one of the very striking things was that we were two very different personalities.
Exactly. We were complete
Yeah.
contrast of each other.
Uh, Actually, even to this day, the thing that holds us together is dance.
True,
And
very true.
yeah, absolutely. And everything about it, including the way we approach our training, and we've even had common teachers. So everything about it is different. When the way the two of us deal with it is different. But the one string that held us together was almost our eccentricity, right? And when I
Your second chance is right. Everybody deserves one. If to feel that happiness, I think you have to take your second chance. Because at this point, at this age, this performing art, being able to do that itself is a prayer and a blessing. So every time I get a chance to perform, I absolutely adore it. I love it. I just love, as soon as the lights go on, I'm like, yeah. At that point, it was buzzing on the stage, and I could do it a million times in any venue. You can call me up and say, Gaia, and I'll be there.
I had not performed for so long, and I still knew what it was to be on stage. And you kept performing, and you still wanted more. So I just think the best thing to have happened to Second Chance was the fact that two very unlike minded people have come together with the same intention. It doesn't.
I think what we bring to this particular second chance is a cohort of abilities that is not general to maybe um, a person who's completely dedicated to the art sector. We come from because I come from technical engineering background, and that's where my caution comes from. We plan for at least a year before even getting into the design. So
Yeah.
there is so much thought that goes into it because everything is safety critical, and you have to act on impulse. That is your career. Otherwise, you're not going to save anybody. So I think that's where we bring two different skill sets and we pool that into this, which is why when we don't agree on many things, but we are able to go back to what is right, the bigger picture. And I think that is the most important thing that comes out of it.
You make a very valid point, and it's also worked the other way around. And I know my temperament has changed considerably since I've started thinking of dance more than just a hobby or an art. To me, up to a certain point, it was all that. It was. Now, truly, and this is one of the tenets of second chance, isn't it? That you dance for yourself, or you sing for yourself, or you do anything, you paint for yourself, you write for yourself. And we, as I think culturally, it's been ingrained in us that after you have a family, when you have a responsible job, that's life. And we are not saying that is wrong, we're certainly not saying that is wrong, but I think you and me and all these people who've joined us now also feel, well, it's actually okay to do things for ourselves.
Exactly, exactly.
When on the day, I mean, I'm sure this has crossed your mind. When we were planning the Arangetram, there have been times when I thought, oh my God, I'm spending so much, right, on this whole event when this is not my profession. Okay. But the take home point was the joy and the self satisfaction it brings. A, you can't put a price on it, and B, you just end up being that, a self satisfied person who doesn't need to do things to impress others or to get a chance to perform somewhere. The joy, the actual joy of doing something, anything for yourself, is what drove second chance, is what still drives second chance. We go to a shop, we buy stuff for our kids, then for our husbands, and finally for ourselves. So suddenly, it's okay if I just go and buy things for myself.
Self as well, exactly.
I don't care about them. In fact, I think I've become more caring, more understanding, and even at work, I'm able to calm down quicker in situations which normally would have swept me off. I think dance has been that balancing factor for me. So it's beyond, yes, of course, stage and lights and green room and rehearsals are great, but that is just temporary. That's the adrenaline. But I think it's definitely changed our personalities. And I see it in you as well. Over the years. So
I think that it's really, I think what you said is absolutely right. I have got two grown up boys, and they see this as, mom achieving something. They take pride in it, and they can also relate to it, and they know that they also can have a second chance. If it hasn't happened right the first time, it doesn't matter. They can grab it one more time. There is always another chance.